you ready to dash? Choose a game. Hyperdash.
Well, that's a familiar sound, isn't it? Why am I showing it to you again? Well, it's because they went ahead and bloody redone it.
Hyperdash.
Drop it.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cheap Noise in the House, the channel where we talk about electronic games and music production. I'm Cheap Noise and Sevi says, I'm in the house, and yes, I finally have the 2024 Hyperdash. This was sent to me by Pixel XQ, so thank you so much, Pixel, for sending this to me. You are amazing. Go check out his channel, guys. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He does amazing toy content, and he started a new series called Misguided Unboxing, where he unboxes stuff that he gets from Vinted in the UK, which is a really fun watch. So go check that out. The first episode is out already. But yeah, this is a remake of this. This is the 2006 Hyperdash. It was released by Wild Planet. And this is the first revision. They also made another one with buttons. This one, as you can see on the bottom, doesn't have any buttons. Instead, has this kind of silver plate here, which is an RFID or radio frequency identification sensor. And each targets basically have an RFID chip in there. And when you plop it onto a target, it knows what target to detect. And it basically knows if you've done the right or the wrong thing. Apart from that, they kind of use the same mold. As you can see, they have the same design. Of course, different button designs on the front. If we flip it to the back, even the covers look the same with the 6 kind of circles around it. The speaker's up the same place, and it's the exact same design. And yeah, they basically look the part. They are about the same height. This one is a little bit shorter, the new one. And another thing that's differentiating from the old one to the new one is, on the old one, the kind of neck here will press. So when you do double strikes, you have to press this button twice when you're on the target. This one, as you can see, doesn't press. But underneath, we have a somewhat complicated system of 4 buttons that will trigger depending on what target you hit. So the targets don't have any electronics in this one. This is a strictly button-based system. And speaking of targets, here are both sets of targets. So on the left, we have the targets for the original one. As you can see, they all look pretty much the same. I mean, from a design standpoint, they have a different color, obviously, and they have a different number each. The numbers are in white, and they have a blue outline, and yeah, all the targets are filled with the colors. Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit, but as you can see, the targets stack really well. You can take that with you, and you can even put the unit on the top and store it like this. Whereas with the new units, as you can see, the targets don't really stack. No matter in what order you put them, they'll always fall. And that is because they're totally different design-wise. As you can see, this has different kind of outlines to this one. And that's because each target has to match with a different set of buttons underneath the unit. And another thing you can't do is, if you were to stack all the targets, which you can't, if you put the unit on top of a target, it turns on, so you can't put it on top of the targets. In fact, this is a turn-oner. You can turn it on with buttons, you can turn it on by putting the unit on a target, you can turn it on by putting a battery in, so there's different ways of turning this unit on. But enough about the targets, let's talk about how the game plays. And the question you're probably asking yourself is, does it play like the original? The answer is no. This resembles more the Ultra Dash. Now, if you don't know what the Ultra Dash is, the Ultra Dash got released in 2017. It was invented by Dan Klitzner, the same guy and legend who invented the original and this new one. And it was kind of a follow-up to the original Hyperdash, the first one they did. And it wasn't the best of things, to say the least. First of all, they didn't want to do language variants. So the score was on a really weak LCD display. There's also a light that showed the color on the top, just like this one, but there was no voice whatsoever. Second of all, It didn't randomize the targets. The targets didn't randomize by themselves, which means you had to hit a dedicated button to randomize the targets. Yeah, it wasn't the best of ideas. Plus, the music was really short and annoying, and it felt really cheap. The stick felt cheap, the targets felt cheap. You could fold or like bend them if you tried hard enough. It wasn't the best of games. But this is the Ultra Dash reimagined and tuned to perfection. I'm not kidding. This game is absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to show you right now how to play this game. So to turn it on, as I previously said, you can press one of the two buttons or hit a target. I'm going to press one of the two buttons here.
Hyper Dash.
And you might recognize the voice. This is Adam Rossi, the same voice who did Break the Board, Groove It, Beat Blast, This Side Up, and all of the other games. Now you can also change the volume by pressing both of these buttons.
Volume low. Volume high.
And turn the game off by holding these two buttons. Like that. I really like the sound design on this, I have to say. Alright, let's turn the game off. Back on, I mean.
Hyper Dash.
And let's look at the selection of games. We have 3 games,
Any target.
with one of the games having 3 kind of difficulty levels. So let's go.
Dash. Tag the targets as fast as you can. Compete solo or with other players. Select a number of players.
So Dash is your level style game. I'm going to show you each and every game in good time.
Fast Dash. 30. Tag the most targets before the time ends. Compete solo or with other players. Select a number of players.
Fast Dash is basically how many targets you can hit in a certain amount of time. So you have the choice between 30 seconds,
Fast Dash. 60.
60 seconds,
Fast Dash. 90.
or 90 seconds. I'm assuming the idea was you would give yourself a longer amount of time depending on how far you stretch the targets. Because, like the original, you can stretch the targets or you can place them anywhere you want.
Team Dash.
And
Teams of 2 or more players and then compete for the fastest time. Select a number of players.
Team Dash is the same as the first mode, Dash, except you can play in teams. So it'll say next player, and you'll have to pass it to somebody else. So it's kind of like a relay race.
Dash.
And from that point, you can select the number of players with the top button.
1 player, 2 players, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players.
And you can go up to 10 players, which is absolutely insane. I really like that about the game. So you can have yourself kind of a little bit of a tournament here, which is really cool. Let's start with Dash. I'm going to hit a target,
Tag any target to start.
as it promised me to do, to start the game.
Level 1. Ready? Red.
So as you can see, it gives me voice commands, but the top also lights up. So if you are deaf, you can also play this game, kind of. Let's go back to this theory later.
0 seconds.
And now I'm going to try level 2.
Level 2. Ready? Blue.
Oops.
Orange. Red. Yellow. Green. Blue. Green. Your time is 11.62 seconds.
So not only does it tell you the amount of seconds, it also gives you their times in a hundredths of a second, which I feel is a really good touch, or it's a really cool
Level
thing.
3. Ready? 1.
So now it's giving me numbers, and as you can see, the light isn't lighting up anymore, so you have to listen
2.
for the numbers.
3. Your time is 8.53 seconds.
So basically, the first level is colors, short. Second level is colors, but longer. Third level is numbers, but short. And the fourth level
Level 4.
is
Ready? 1.
numbers,
4.
but longer.
5. 2. 3. 5. 4. Your time is 9.63 seconds.
Let's go to level 5, which is colors and numbers.
Ready? 1. Green. Orange.
As you can see, the music
Yellow.
gets faster, which is a neat touch.
Orange. 3. Your time is 11.54 seconds. Tag
Oh,
any
you have to wait. Okay.
Level 6. Ready? 5. Green. 1. Orange.
Now, a thing that you might have realized is that in the earlier levels, it gives you all 5 targets in a random order, and then it starts again. I'm gonna try to show you.
Level 7. Ready? 2, then orange.
Actually, it's not gonna do it in this one, but
Green, then 1.
as you can see in this level, it's gonna ask you a series of 2 targets to repeat.
2, then red. Orange, then blue. 5, then 2. Blue, then green. Your time is 20.39 seconds.
Let's start a new level.
Level 8. Ready? 5, then blue.
Another thing is you have to kind of give it a little bit of time before it recognizes the targets. Oh,
Yellow.
another thing is you can mess up as many times as you want. So, let's say I mess up.
5, then 2. 5, then 2. 5, then 2.
It's not gonna make any difference.
Then 2.
It'll just make my time longer. But you can mess up
Orange.
as many times as you want and you'll never have a fail state.
Then red. Orange, then 3. Your time is 33.55 seconds.
As you can see, my time was definitely longer there.
Any target.
And on levels 9 and 10,
Ready? Blue, then yellow.
it will give you mixes of everything
Orange.
we've had so far. So, we'll give you
Then 4.
sequences of 2 colors, numbers, and everything in between.
Blue. Red. Green, then 1. Red. 2, then green. Blue. Green. 2. 3. Your time is 29.15 seconds. Tag. Level 10. Ready? Green, then red. 4. 1, then 2. Red. Blue, then 4. Red. Blue. 4, then green. 1. Orange. Green, then orange. Red. 1, then red. Yellow. Your time is 29.33 seconds. You completed all 10 levels.
And there you go. We've beaten the levels mode. Now, I have to say, it's a lot harder when you play 2 players because you're trying to beat each other's time. Because if you're playing alone, this game is kind of easy. Another thing that I wish that they would have added is a total time tally. Basically, it gives you a total of all your times for all the levels, so you know roughly how many seconds or how many minutes it took you to complete the entire game. But you know what? You can do it by yourself. You can just add... Oh, and it turned off. You can just add the times manually, but it would have been cool if the game would have done it for you. So I'm going to turn it back on,
Hyper dash.
and I'm going to show you what it's like for, let's say, 3 players.
1, 2, 3 players.
And let's go.
Level 1. Ready? Blue. Green. Yellow. Orange. Red.
As you can see, it gave me all 5 targets.
Your time is 6.93 seconds. Player 2, tag any target to start. Level 1. Ready? Red. Blue. Green. Yellow. Orange. Your time is 6.05 seconds. Player 3, tag any target to start.
Let's make this one a little bit longer.
Ready? Red. Green. Orange. Blue. Yellow. Your time is 9.67 seconds. The winner is player 2, 6.05 seconds.
So there you go, and now you get to complete, or to continue to the next level. Now I'm going to show you Fast Dash. Oops. Oh, I'm a dummy. You can't change game in the middle of a game, basically. That's kind of a thing you can't do. So you just have to turn the game off if you want to play another game.
Dash. Fast dash.
So I'm going to show you Fast Dash. 31 player,
Before the time ends.
and in this one, it's going to give me only colors. Oh.
Green. Yellow. Blue. Green. Red. Orange. Total targets, 20.
Not bad, not bad. And now you can select
Fast dash, 30.
another amount of time. So, just for fun, let's go with 90 seconds and see how I do.
Ready? Yellow. Blue. Green. Red. Orange. Yellow. Blue. Orange. Green. Red. Yellow. Orange. Blue. Red. Green. Yellow. Green. Red. Orange. Yellow. Blue. Red. Green. Orange. Yellow. Green. Orange. Blue. Red. Blue. Yellow. Green. Orange. Red. Orange. Green. Yellow. Red. Blue. Orange. Green. Yellow. Red. Blue. Orange. Yellow. Red. Green. Blue. Yellow. Red. Blue. Green. Orange. Blue. Red. Green. Yellow. Orange. Green. Yellow. Red. Orange. Blue. Yellow. Blue. Orange. Green.
Oh,
Total targets, 68.
not bad, not bad. And now we go to the final mode, which is
Fast dash. Team dash.
Team Dash.
Make teams of 2 or more players and then compete for the fastest time. Select number of players.
And now you can select the number of teams, so
1 team, 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams.
up to 4 teams. I'm going to choose one team, and let's start.
Level 1. Ready? Blue. Green. Next player. Red.
It gives you hardly no time
Yellow. Next player. Orange.
to switch from a different player.
Green. Next player. Blue. Red. Your time is 16.96 seconds.
So that was Team Dash. Now, I want to show you something you can do. First of all, I have to turn the game off, go back in, go back on. And you can also choose from
Tag any target to numbers only.
numbers only or
Colors and numbers.
colors and numbers. Sadly, there's no colors only, so if you're deaf,
Any target
you can't play the entirety of level mode on this. I wish they could have added that in, but again, it's just a tiny nitpick. So if we go to numbers only, as you can see, oops,
Tag any target to start.
I'm tagging it.
Level 1. Ready? 1, 3, 4, 5.
It's only giving me numbers now.
2. Your time is 6.83 seconds.
So there you have it. That was a short video showing the new Hyperdash that just came out last year. I have to say, I absolutely love this game. In fact, in the Cuboid that Pixel sent me, this is probably the game I've played the most. It's just a really good game, and it's a different take to the original Hyperdash, as well as it keeping some of the best elements of this game in, like striking targets. This is just fun, spreading the targets all around as far or as close as you want. You can still do that with this game, so that's cool. Yeah, it's just a really good game overall, and a great upgrade to the original Hyperdash. Of course, it's not like the original. You won't get any double strikes, triple strikes, calculus strikes, bonus strikes, reverses or double reverses. But in the simplicity, you get a really good game nonetheless. So until next time, cheers!